On our back, we're gonna roll down so we can feel the balance in our body. So let's start with bringing our knees to our chest, and we're gonna lift our chest up, squeeze that in, and bring our feet down and arms over our head and lengthen. Let's take a few breaths, really pressing our feet down and stretching the arms up. And then we're going to bring our arms down and knees up and do a few of these. And notice how you're placing your feet down on the mat. So do it really slowly so you could feel how the feet are coming down, all the points of the feet. And two more like this. And then the next time we're going to reach the legs straight up and then lift the chest up. And we're going to do something here. We're going to point the toes and take our left leg down and then the right leg down. And we're going to bring our arms as we do this straight out in front of us. These are those Pilates, whatever they're called. And a couple more. And now we're going to bring our head down and let's hold our shins and reach the shins or bring them closer to our chest and stretch. And then let's do our happy baby, just a little bit, and rock a little side to side or just hold and breathe, and 3 breaths. And then we're going to put our feet down, arms come back over our head. We're going to lift our hips up, Setu Bandha, and take a few more deep breaths. And notice how the feet are pressing down. And then we're going to slowly bring the hips and the arms down. And we're going to take our knees over to the right and lengthen our chest to the left and breathe with this nice twist. And we're going to reach the left arm up over our head and out to the side and do a few more of these to lengthen. And then bring the arm back out to the side and take a couple more breaths. And let's roll the legs over to the left, head rolls or turns to the right, and take a deep breath, and then reach the right arm up and out to the side. So the shoulder stays open as you do this. And then we're going to bring it back out to the side and take a couple more breaths. And let's come back to the center, and we're going to put our hands behind our head, and we're going to do some regular crunches, lifting and lowering with the elbows wide. And then let's lift or straighten our legs straight up and bend and do a few more. And notice the balance through your hips. And 2 more. And we're going into bicycles, elbow to knee. Stretch the leg out. And then 1 more. And let's put our feet down, arms come down, lift the hips up. And we're going to walk the shoulders closer together and take a few more breaths, lifting higher as you press the feet down. And then we're going to bring the hips down and lift the right leg straight up and lift and lower the hip up and down, and feel that stretch as you're lengthening the leg, but also the balance. And a couple more. And then we're going to put the right foot down, lift our left leg up, and do the same thing, lifting and lowering. And 1 more. And then both feet down, we're going to roll the hips up again and walk the shoulder blades closer together and take 3 breaths. And let's slowly roll down, and we're going to come into a seated position. And let's bring our legs straight out in front of us, a little bit more balancing. So we're going to take the arms out to the side, lift the right leg up, put it down, and then the left, like you're walking. And then 1 more time to each leg. And we're going to lift the arms up and kind of use the palms, straighten the palms up, clasp the hands, and breathe. Feel the shoulders rolling down. And then release into an easy forward fold. Just release the head. And 2 more breaths. And then let's come up and cross the right leg over the left and take the left elbow over the right. Press that right foot down and twist. And we're going to come back to the center and uncross and cross the left leg over the right, twisting to the left. And 2 more breaths. And then come back to the center and let's crisscross our legs. Forward fold and hinging from the hips. Walk the arms to the right. And then over to the left. And back to the center. And let's come on up. We're going to take our right hand down, reach the left arm over in our side stretch. And breathe. And let's go to the other side. Left hand down, right arm over. And we're going to come back to the center and twist to the right. Roll the shoulders down. Breathe into the ribs. And then let's twist to the left. Really good. Let's do our forward fold again. Lengthening and take 3 more breaths. And we're going to come back up and let's stretch our legs into, we're going to come into our table pose. So we're going to put our feet down and lift the hips up. Take the right leg up and then put the foot down and then the left and keep going so you can really feel the balance through the hips. And then last one. And we're going to come into our squat. And lengthen the arms forward. And then let's stretch our legs out and come into our forward fold. 3 breaths. And let's walk back to a plank. And then let's come into a dog and into plank and do a few times to really stretch everything out. One more time, forward to plank and into dog, and then walk forward to the top of our mat. And let's come halfway up, forward fold, and we're going to come all the way up, feeling the feet pressing down, and hands to our heart. Twist the upper body to the right, and then to the left, and back to the center. Let's stand on one leg. So we're going to lift our right knee up and just hold. And then right foot down, left knee up and hold. And then put that foot down. We're going to lift the right knee up again. This time we're going to take the knee out to the side and in 5 times. And one more. And right foot down, left knee up. And open and close that leg out to the left and in 5 times. And one more. And then the left foot down and feel Tadasana. We're going to inhale the arms up, forward fold, step back, down dog, and lengthen here. 3 breaths. And let's come into child's pose and sit back on our heels. Walk our arms over to the right and over to the left and to the center and then into puppy pose. Really good. And let's come into half arm plank. And 2 more breaths. And then into Sphinx, just lower the belly down and roll the shoulders down here. Breathing into the belly. And let's come all the way down on our belly, arms over our head, and stretch. And as we're stretching, feel this lengthening. Now we're going to lift the left arm and right leg up, and then put it down, and then switch, and keep going. Inhaling up, exhaling down. One more time to each leg. And then we're going to do 5 cobras. And let's come back to child's pose. And then downward dog. We're going to lift the right leg up and step the right leg forward into a lunge. Right arm comes up, spinal twist. Back to down dog. And left leg lifts up and steps forward. And then left arm comes up, spinal twist. And back to down dog. Forward to plank. Now we're going to lift our right leg up behind us and then the left, and keep going. Right, left, one more time to each leg. Back to down dog. Let's walk to the top of our mat. And we're going to hold our elbows in forward fold, 3 breaths. And then we're going to come all the way up, reaching the arms up. Hands to our heart. Right knee comes up. Let's do our can-can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and warrior 3, right leg back. And then warrior 1, step that leg back, arms up. Arms lengthen forward, right hand down, left arm up. And then let's bring both arms up with our palms together. And let's hold our hands behind us, humble warrior. And 3 breaths. And we're coming up in our back bend. And reaching the arms up. And let's step forward and we're back in Tadasana. Feel the feet pressing down as we look straight ahead. And then left knee up. Let's do our can-can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and warrior 3. Left leg back. And warrior one, step the leg all the way back. And arms lengthen forward, left hand down, right arm up. And then both arms up with our palms together. And let's clasp our hands. We're coming into humble warrior. And forward fold, 3 breaths. And let's come up in our back bend and open the throat. And reach the arms up. Let's step forward. And we're back in Tadasana. And roll the shoulders down. Feel the lengthening of the spine. And inhale the arms up. Forward fold. Let's come back to our down dog. 3 breaths. We're going to lift the right leg up. Step it forward to a lunge. Come up into high lunge, arms up over our head. And reach the arms forward, fingertips down to lift the left leg up, forward fold. Let's see if we can come up to warrior 3. And step the left leg forward and take a couple of breaths in Tadasana. And then inhale up, forward fold, step back to downward dog. 3 breaths. Let's lift the left leg up and step it forward. And then arms come up. We're in a high lunge. And we're going to reach the arms forward, fingertips down, or just lift that right leg up. And we're going to make it into our warrior 3. And then step the right leg forward, and we're back in Tadasana. And let's hold our hands behind us. Inhale, looking up and forward fold. We're going to bring our arms off of our back. And then let's come all the way up and reach the arms up, another back bend. And hands to our heart. Let's lift the right knee up and we're going to come into dancer and hold the right foot and left arm up. Now we're going to turn this into, if we can, bring that right leg behind us a little bit. The left arm comes out in front of us. And then bring that leg all the way back, warrior 3. And then hands down, we've got that right leg up. Let's step the right leg back for a lunge, and then left arm comes up. And dragon and 5 push-ups. And then back to down dog. And right leg lifts up and steps forward. and then the left. Let's come halfway up, forward fold, and inhale all the way up in our back bend, and hands to our heart for a couple of breaths. And let's bring our left knee up and come into dancer. We're going to hold the left ankle, right arm up. So we're squeezing that knee to the other knee, lengthening higher. When you're ready, hinge forward as that left knee comes back. Turn this into warrior 3. And then a forward fold with the left leg up. Step the left leg back to a lunge. Reach the right arm up, spinal twist. And dragon, and 5 push-ups. Step back to down dog. Lift the left leg up and step it forward. And then the right. Let's come halfway up, forward fold, and then inhale all the way up. And hands to our heart, and take 3 breaths. Notice how our chest is lengthening upwards and our shoulders are rolling down. Let's walk backwards, right foot behind the left heel, the big toe, and keep walking backwards. One more step backwards and hold. And then let's start walking forward with the heel coming right in front of the big toe. Roll your foot down. And we're going to let's cross the left ankle over the right ankle. Twist the upper body to the right and then to the left and to the center. We're going to reach the arms up and look up and forward fold. And 3 breaths, release the head. Now we're going to lift the arms up again and reach them up over our head. And then hands to our heart and take a breath. And now we're going to cross the right ankle over the left ankle as we press the feet down, twisting the upper body to the left and then to the right and to the center. And let's reach the arms up and look up. And then forward fold. And take 3 breaths. And now we're going to start to lift the arms up over our head again. And hands to our heart. And let's uncross the legs. And we're back in Tadasana at the top of our mat. We're going to inhale up, exhale forward fold, Let's step back to downward dog and take 3 breaths. And we're going to come down into a child's pose. And let's take 3 breaths. And let's come back to our puppy pose, putting our elbows down, hands behind our head. And then clasping the hands, we're going to come down into our half-arm plank. So we feel the balance, walking the legs together. And then dolphin, lifting the hips, walking forward. Back to plank, that half-arm plank. 3 breaths. And let's come all the way down to Sphinx. And then let's come down all the way on our belly. We're going to bring our hands under our thighs. And let's lift and lower. So here we go. We're going to lift everything up. Feel that balance. Everything comes down. And a few more. Keep going. And one more. And then let's take our hands out. 5 more cobras with the breath. And then we're going to press back to another child's pose. And let's sit up on our heels, twist to the right. And then twist to the left. And to the center, hands down behind us. Let's lift our hips up and stretch out the quads. Last deep breath. And then we're coming into table pose again. We're going to cross the right foot over the left thigh and come down and up, bending and straightening the arms 5 times. And uncross, let's go to the other leg, left leg over the right thigh, and lift and lower 5 times. And uncross and come all the way down, crisscross applesauce, forward fold. And let's take a few breaths here. And we're going to sit back up, take the right arm down, left arm over, maybe the right forearm comes down, and let's come into a deeper side stretch. And let's switch sides, left arm down, right arm over. And we're going to come back to the center and twist to the right, roll the shoulders down. and twist to the left. And then come to the center and let's lengthen our legs out for another Dandasana. So we're going to reach our arms out to the side and flip the palms up and feel how everything is, or the legs anywhere, pressing down, shoulders rolling down, but chest is lengthening upwards. And we're focusing, just looking straight ahead. And 2 more breaths. Now let's bring the arms down and forward fold. Release completely. And breathe into the spine. And then we're going to come on up and twist to the right. And slide your left hand down your right leg. Maybe you can hold the outside of your right foot. And take another couple of breaths. And then let's switch and we're going to twist to the left. And then take the right hand down to the left leg and breathe. And let's come to the center and another forward fold. 3 breaths. And let's come back to our squat. And take a few more breaths. And then our forward fold, lifting the hips up. Let's step back to downward dog. 3 breaths. And right leg lifts up. Let's come into warrior 2. And reverse, left arm down, right arm up. And let's come into our side angle, take the right forearm down. And then we're going to bring our left arm behind us on the low back and bring the right fingers on the inside of the right foot. And let's come back to warrior 2. And Trikonasana, we're going to straighten our right leg and lengthen. And then half moon, let's lift our left leg up. We're going to see if we can do a little balancing with this pose. We're going to turn this into a twist. So we're going to take our left fingertips down so the hips are even here. And when you feel ready, take your right hand on your low back and look to the right. And then right hand down again, left arm up. And then back to Trikonasana, straightening the right leg, and 3 more breaths. And let's come all the way up. And now we're going to reach the arms up a little back bend and lengthen. And hands to our hips, let's forward fold. And we're going to take our legs side to side in transverse lunges. And then another breath in the center, just let the head release. And let's come all the way up, reaching our arms up. And then we're going to come into warrior two and turn our left leg out and take a few breaths. And reverse, right arm down and left arm up. And then our left forearm comes down, right arm over. And let's bring our right arm on our low back, flip the palm up so you roll the shoulder down. And then left fingertips down to the inside of the left foot. And let's come back to warrior two. And Trikonasana, straightening out our left leg. And then half moon, we're going to lift our right leg up. And we're going to do what we did on the other side. So we're going to bring our right fingertips down and even the hips out first of all. Maybe you stay right here. Otherwise, we're bringing our left hand on our low back and turning our head to the left. And then let's release that, bringing our left fingertips down, right arm up in our half moon. And then Trikonasana, taking the right foot down, straightening our left leg, 3 breaths. And we're coming all the way up and bringing our arms up over our head and stretching. And then hands behind us. Let's forward fold. And let's take a few breaths. And one more breath. And let's come all the way up. We're going to reach our arms up again, another back bend. And let's come into goddess, turning our feet out, bringing the arms open and closed. And then we're going to lean to the right and lean to the left. And then to the center, and 3 more breaths. And let's straighten our legs and straighten our arms and come back to down dog. And forward to up dog. Back to down dog. And let's try that again. Forward to up dog. This time we're going to bring our legs down and flatten the feet. Back to child's pose. And hands and knees. And let's come into thread the needle. We're going to take our right arm out to the right, thread it underneath the left, and breathe. And last deep breath. Let's come back to the center and take a breath. And take our left arm out to the left and thread it underneath the right. And last deep breath. And we're coming back to the center and we're going to sit back on our heels into child's pose and stretch the arms forward. Back to down dog. And feel the difference in your body. Let's walk to the top of our mat. And we're going to come halfway up, forward fold, and let's come all the way up, reaching the arms up, and then hands to our heart. Feel Tadasana, feel your feet pressing down. And let's walk the feet and the legs together. Feel the sense of balance. And we're going to cross the right knee over the left knee for eagle. And left elbow over the right, and our forward fold, elbows to thighs, and breathe. And last deep breath. And let's slowly come on up. We're going to uncross everything, arms down by our sides, and feel. And left knee over the right knee, and right elbow over the left, and come into eagle, elbows to thigh. And one more breath. And here we go. We're coming up slowly and we're going to uncross. This time, arms down by our sides, legs hip width apart in Tadasana. And breathe. And let's come into our squat. And take a few more breaths. And see if you can walk your arms away from you and stretch the upper back. 3 more breaths. And we're going to roll all the way down. And let's see about our hips. Let's roll down into happy baby. Just comfortably. Let gravity help you open the hips a little bit more. And you can close your eyes and breathe. And let's come into Baddha Konasana and bring our feet together as we press the sacrum down into the mat, feeling that stability. And 3 more breaths. And then we're going to keep our feet together and bring them down to the mat and press the feet together, arms in a goalpost or cactus position. And feel the openness as you breathe. And let's take 3 slow breaths. And we're going to gently bring the arms all the way down like angel arms and hold the outside of our thighs and press the legs together so our feet come on the mat. And then we're going to slowly roll the hips up, Setu Bandha, and breathe. You can walk your shoulder blades closer together to get a little bit higher. And 3 breaths here. And then let's slowly roll the hips down. And we're going to do our spinal twist. Let's cross the right knee over the left knee and let the legs roll to the left, and upper body comes over to the right a little bit more, and just comfortably, and breathe wherever it feels good. So with each breath, we're letting the circulation flow through our body, helping lymphatic drainage, blood flow everywhere. Another couple of breaths. And then let's slowly come back to the center and uncross our legs. Take a breath and cross the left knee over the right knee and let the legs just roll over to the right. Head rolls to the left and breathe. So we're allowing gravity to help our hips and those glutes relax. And let's take a couple more slow breaths. And gently come back to the center and uncross our legs. Let's do one more Setu Bandha, rolling the hips up so we can really stretch out the back. A couple more slow breaths. And then slowly roll the hips down, and we're going to come into our Shavasana, lengthening our legs and completely relax, feeling our spine being held by Mother Earth. And softly breathing into the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. We're wishing ourselves good health and harmony to every cell and molecule. Peace to our homes and families and communities. And wishing peace for our brothers and sisters everywhere. Let's take a deep breath and start to wiggle our fingers and our toes and reach our arms over our head and stretch and roll to the side. And using our hands, let's press ourselves up with our eyes closed, and bring our hands to our heart and seal in our practice today together. Let's take a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. It was
Thank
Balance Monday. I hope
you.
it's one.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.